Yeah, I mean, like whenever I do free stuff, man, I want people to use them. I want them to spread it around because like that's my way of giving back. You know, if I do some free work for some people and I get a client out of it, great. If I don't, cool. I mean, I still made art that goes in my portfolio if I want to,
and it is art, man.
I get to meet people, have interesting conversations with people, and I think that's one of the most important things for me is that it's not just about money. I have a full-time job, but I'd like to do photography full-time one day.
Absolutely.
So we'll see, man.
You're on the right track,
now,
dude.
I'm just enjoying the ride, and I'm appreciating all the people I'm meeting and, you know, trying to create the art when I can.
I guess we got to get some more pictures and more videos.
Yep, that's really one of the most important things right now, I think, is video, bro.
And what kind of camera and lens are you been using? Tell me about your
equipment. I still have a couple lenses to buy right now. This is the Sony A7 IV. It's
A7 IV.
Yeah,
that's nice.
It's the newest one of the newest cameras they have. And right now there's just a 35 millimeter lens on here, but I have about 4 or 5 lenses for this camera right now. That's the thing that a lot of people don't realize is this is not cheap.
The glass is expensive.
Man.
Yeah,
it is.
So like the camera body right here, this one's $2,500. The cards that are in here are $150 a piece. This lens in particular is $1,200, and every other lens ranges from $1,200 to $2,800.
Yeah,
and then the software you got to pay, that's $50 a month.
Like you said, you got 4 lenses. You know, I mean, you know, it really starts adding up.
But every lens has its purpose, you know, and
yeah.
Depending on what you want to do, you can create some really amazing things just by changing the glass you're shooting through. And I will say, you know, cameras these days, like on your phone, like phones have come a long way.
Oh, you're not even joking.
You can mimic a lot of what my camera can do with your cell phone. And I could probably take a photo with this phone, and you wouldn't even know it was from a phone. You'd be like, dang, that's Jacob's work. But that just goes to the testament that it's not just about the gear. It's about person.
Of course. Absolutely.
Now, gear matters. Don't get me wrong. You know, I wouldn't have spent.
But you could give somebody the best gear in the world. If they don't have the skill, it's not going to matter.
Yes,
You're absolutely right. Yeah. I tell you what, Jacob showed me where the lighting and stuff. I seen these pictures, and I looked at his pictures, and I went, you know what? I got a good eye for looking at things because I tend to be very observant. And I said, you know, I know this looks really good. And he showed me the imperfections on how other photographers did it. Not being negative, he just said because they didn't do the right lighting. I was like, wow. He knew that just by looking at it. But I noticed it without not knowing why it happened. He knew why it happened.
What's really surprising is that there's a lot of quote-unquote professional photographers who they're so stuck in their old ways of doing things that their work, if you really look at it, it's not really that great. Yeah. Some of them. There are also some really amazing photographers, and I don't claim to be the best by any means, right? I'm always learning and growing in my craft, but you know, you got to look at not just the subject, but the light. The light is the most important thing. That's all a photograph is. Light is a photograph.
Yep.
Because everything we see is light, right? So capturing that in the most flattering way is your job.
I took a 2-day drone aerial photography class, and I mean 2 days, and it's like, holy crap. I mean, there's a lot that goes into this. When you see a really good photo or a really good drone video, it's not easy. I mean, it took a lot of work to like really make that happen. Yeah, I mean, so you got to appreciate it.
I got 10 years experience, man, and I still learn new things all the time. And I don't think, like, in life, you're always learning.
You're always learning.
Right?
Yeah, you got to keep learning. If you're not learning,
there's
you're
always
dead.
someone that can teach you. You know, you can teach someone, they can teach you. I mean, absolutely.
So, I mean, I've been a musician for, you know, probably 15 years now. And, you know, I love to create art. And the thing is, you know, being in a band is great. I love it. But with my camera, like, I can do this on my own. I don't need anyone else to create art. And that's one thing that I really appreciate about photography. And I think more people would probably really like photography if they tried it, because it's really interesting. There's a lot that goes into it.
I've been wanting to get into it, yeah.
Even
I don't have time
basics,
right now, but I'd love to at some point, and I don't even know what type of photography I'd get into or what I'd even want to shoot. You know,
there's so many
people,
options.
Plants, you know,
street photography,
architecture. You know, there's so many things, but I really have been wanting to dabble at some point. I think in maybe the next 10 years, I might, you know, experiment a little bit.
One of the most interesting things that I like is street photography, man. You got to give a lot of props to those guys because they're literally walking around a city and they don't know anyone. They don't even know what's going to happen, and they're able to capture these
like an
interesting images that just like, wow.
You can tell a story.
How lucky were you to be in that spot aiming your camera at something to catch that? You know, it's really mind-blowing. and
the ones that go in Life magazine.
It's really
like how did they get this photo?
Those images are powerful though.
Yeah,
man. And
heck yeah.
You just got to appreciate it. Imagery is everything when it comes to social media.
Well, I need you to give me some tips. We're gonna have to collaborate.
Hey, I can help you, man.
I hope you drive the drone.
Yeah,
crash course on that.
Let's do it.
I went to the drone command to learn how to use the drones. So I know a little bit about it. I just need help with the dexterity on the yoke and the yaw or whatever you want to call it.
Pitching the yaw.
Yeah, pinch the yaw. I have these extensions on the joystick so I could drive it, but I don't know. I want to figure out how I could turn my chair into a mobile photo photography.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right.
A lot of my friends like, Gary, you got a suction cup thing, you put your phone on there, and you could take all the best pictures. I'm like, not really. I mean, I can't.
Put a helmet on with like 7 GoPros and just fucking
we've
blast the world, dude.
We need to get Gary a 360 camera, bro.
Right.
and like literally, he can strap it to his chair and just film everything he goes, and then when you edit the 360 footage, you can actually aim the camera with your head where you want it to point.
That should be the Gary B show.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, literally.
That'd be really cool.
Well, like we discussed that the last time you were on, just you talking into the camera, while you're moving with the background moving and you telling your story. I mean, that would be pretty dynamic, man.
Gary's got a good voice.
Yeah. Oh, he's got good. That's why we're so excited. We're so excited about this podcast you're launching, man.
I'm gonna need all y'all's help, all the supporters. So we're gonna call it the Social Outreach Show.
Awesome.
So you can go on Spotify in probably about another week, maybe right before Christmas. We're going to do our.
You got your Spreaker account going, right, man? So you're online, awesome. Baby. Now it's just a matter of putting content out there. Yeah.
And we want to collaborate and be on the show more often with the Weekends on the Water.
Anything we can do to help, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dude, on that note, guys,
we need to self-power you. We need to multiply you to spread your, get your voice out there.
Wings,
yeah, and inspire more people, man.
Yeah, I need some engineering work on how to use the.
I got you, man.
The Rodecaster.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I got to be a pro.
Rodecaster Pro right here.
Yeah.
Pro 2.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to say thanks, guys, for having me on.
Oh, thank you, Jacob. It was an honor.
Man.
Yeah,
thank you guys so much.
That's what I was going to say.
Been a big fan. We go
back a ways.
Yeah, we do go back a little ways. Yeah. So it's good to reconnect, man.
Yeah, definitely.
If there's anything else anybody wants to say, I think that's a good note to end it. I mean, dude, Kiki Doogie, Gary Bolton, Amy Cave, Jacob Kitchens, John Ennis, myself, Jordan Davlin. So proud to be on air tonight, man, and bringing all this awesome stuff to you guys. If y'all got anything else to say,
thank you for having us.
That's it. All right,
thanks for all the listeners too, man.
Absolutely. Check all these guys out online on their social media and be on the lookout for these events and show up to these events, man. Weekends on the Water.
It's your life. Live it.
It's Weekends on the Water.
Thanks for listening to today's show.
The official podcast of the waterfront capital of Texas.
Sponsored by Water. Water. Much better than drinking sand.
Weekends on the Water. Weekends on the Water. With Jordan Davlin of Jet Surf Houston and Scene Magazine publisher John Ennis.